Lebanon get on top early, and that way if the field does get a little worse, we can just kind of sit on it here. But I'm going to walk out to the middle of the field, get the introductions, and listen in on the coin toss.
And then number 24, and I regret to say I don't have his name, but number 24 out there for Lebanon. For the Panthers, we've got number 2.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm Mr. White. I'm the referee. That's Mr. Williams. He's the umpire. We have a situation during the game where we need a captain. We'll ask for one of you guys to step up. And if you'll do that, we'll explain the situation to you. If you don't understand our explanation, we'll be glad to explain it again. Against the captains of your team, we expect you to help us maintain an atmosphere of good sportsmanship at all times during the game. Now, Lebanon, you're our visitor. Are you the spokesman for Lebanon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's my coin. There's tails, and there's heads. Okay, what do you call?
Tails.
Okay, tails is a call. If I drop it, we'll flip it again.
Joel Minkoff. The back judge is Troy
Heads.
McMicken.
Portland, you win the toss.
Pete Nelson.
You want to receive the ball. Which way do you want to kick to start the game?
I'm going to kick that way.
Okay, you put your backs over there with Mr. Williams.
Tommy, Portland won the call, elected to receive. Lebanon will be kicking, I believe, north to south. Tommy, we'll go back up to you.
Joe, you've got a great sense of direction that they will be kicking out of the north end zone. That's where their team is massed and ready to come out from the end zone. Lebanon takes the field, dressed in white jerseys, blue numerals, blue football pants, blue headgear, white face mask. As we said, there's a number change or two because they are in their practice jerseys, and that's a nice-looking practice jersey. That's a clean white jersey, but several of them were torn, and Coach Brown told me earlier today that if there's an oddball number out there, it's because that jersey was torn and ripped, and they couldn't get it fixed. We want to send our best wishes to big number 75 for Lebanon. Jeff Wills, the senior, tore up that ACL last week. That's the train whistle. Jeff Wills tore up that knee last week, has a cracked fibia and a torn ACL, so he is really got a long recovery ahead of him. And Bob, for a senior football player, it's got to be heartbreaking for a young man like Wills.
Well, I mean, you hate, for any player at all, but especially your senior year. I mean, that's what you work for. Most of these kids, after the season's over, they're never going to play football again. And for, to have it happen right at the climax of your career, that's just devastating, and your heart goes out to him.
He was playing good football, playing defensive tackle, was long snapper on punts and field goals, PATs, and Case Sloan inherits those PAT duties tonight. And as we get into the game a little bit defensively, I'll talk about some changes Lebanon has made on the defensive side of the ball because of the loss of Wills. Have a couple of men deep in return formation for the Panthers. Deep on the far side will be Sharklet, a sophomore, and Rodney Crabtree will be on the near hash. They will stand at their own 10-yard line. Kicking the football for the Blue Devils will be Michael Stokes, and we are seconds away from getting this one underway. Lebanon and Portland at Edgar Johnson Stadium. There's the kick by Stokes. End-over-end deal is going to be taken at the 15-yard line. On the far hash, he works his way across, and on the return will be Sharklet, who gets the football 22 yards on the return, and it will be spotted 1st and 10 on the far hash at the 38-yard line of the Panthers.
Well, Sharklet finding a little seam up there, and Abernathy able to get an arm on him to get him down, Tommy. He had a little gap there, had a little running room. Abernathy doing a good job of bringing him down.
Portland in the shotgun spread. 3 receivers right. Arendell is the quarterback. Gives the ball on the inside give, and that's some good yardage. There is a flag, however, on the play. Desmond Goodnight, the senior, on the carry, but the umpire threw the flag just as soon as Goodnight broke the line of scrimmage. Apparent hold will be the call.
You get a flag in the trenches right there when it breaks through the line of scrimmage, and that's almost a holding every time. You love to see that rag fly across the field and in that direction when you're on defense, Tommy, and that's what we got there.
Up front for Lebanon tonight, moving in at strong defensive end will be Justin Abernathy. Bryce Arnold moves down to tackle in place of Wills. Kaysen at the nose, Mitchell McDonald at a tackle, and Case Sloan at a defensive end. Sloan will be in a different number tonight. We'll watch him. Arundel wants to throw. He throws it out in the flat. He's got his man to about the 41-yard line. On the reception, Dylan Kirkham, Kirkham, Kirkham on the reception for the Panthers. Gain of 7 on that play. The Panthers will run the football back to the line of scrimmage, and they will huddle at the line.
Tommy Sloan dropping off in coverage right there in the flat. He made a good break on the football, but they threw it over his head to complete that pass. Arundel
in the gun. Looks to throw quickly. He has his man, Kirkham. He breaks a tackle. He's across the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and that is a touchdown, Portland. On the reception, Dylan Kirkham took it 60 yards. We lost him on the tackle, Bob, and you break a tackle right there, and it's off to the races.
Well, you had a shot at him right there, and you got to wrap up and bring him down right there. We had a man coming up on coverage right there to make the tackle, and I think that's a different number we've got out there, too.
Joe, you've got the call of the PAT attempt.
Thank you, Tommy. Dylan Kirkham on to hold. Sam Robinson to do the kicking. The snap, the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is true. With 10:53 to go in the first quarter, it's Portland 7, Lebanon 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Touchdown for Portland. Sam Robinson with the PAT. We got 10:53 left in the first quarter, and Portland has taken a quick 7-0 lead against our Blue Devils.
Sophomore Patrick Maynard will stand at his own 5-yard line. He'll be flanked by Juicy Apple and Jordan Stafford as they stand at the 10. Robinson, the right-footed soccer-style kicker, will put it in play for Portland. Kick high and short. It's going to be fielded by an up man at the 20 who promptly drops it. Juicy Apple picks it up and works his way around the side, and he had a good little return coming. Aquarius Apple, they call him Juicy, on the return for the Blue Devils. There is problems with the commercials, Bob, back at the station?
Yeah, they're having trouble getting the commercials loaded. They're going through something right now. They're going to call us back and
call us back on my phone. Okay.
Call us back and let us know.
That's good. Lebanon will go in the I formation here. Give it to the tailback. That's Stafford off the right side. Good run. He's in the open field.
Hello.
40, 30, 20, 10. Write it down. That's going to be a touchdown. Big Blue. Jordan Stafford took it to the house. 69 yards for the touchdown. Bob Lee, that is an answer.
Tommy, looks like we got ourselves a little track meet here. We've only got, what, a minute and a half gone in the quarter, and it's already a tie ball game pending the point after.
Joe Gardner, you've got the call of this PAT attempt.
Thank you, Tommy. Colton McKay on to attempt for Lebanon. Patrick Deadman to hold. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. With 10:32 left in the first quarter, it's Portland 7, Lebanon 7. Back in 30 seconds.
PAT, we've got 10 minutes and 32 seconds still left in the first quarter. It's a tie ball game, 7-7.
And Jordan Stafford on the outside zone play, just a little stretch off tackle. He bounced at Bob Lee, and when he hit that seam, he was gone.
Oh, it was like he was shot out of a cannon. He got outside, and you could see him pulling away from the Portland defenders.
Here's the kick, and it's angled toward the near sideline. It hits and skips out of bounds. Stokes with the soccer-style kick that bounces out of bounds. The flag will come out, and Portland will put that thing in play. 1st and 10. Goes in the middle of the field at the 35-yard line. Or they put it at the near hash. They're going to put it on the near hash because it went out of bounds. Yeah, where it went out of bounds. Defensively for Lebanon, linebackers McLean and Neal, Vance, Stafford, Colbert, and Apple in the secondary. Arundel is the quarterback. for Portland. 3 receivers on the right. They'll hand it inside to Crabtree, and he gets mashed. Big John Kaysen there to meet him. He got nothing.
Kaysen, big bear hug, Tommy. Brought him right down at the line of scrimmage.
Want to say hi to Pam Hubbard. Pam listening at home tonight. Second, call it a gain of 1. Arendell in the gun, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Wants to throw. Quick hitter out here in the flat. He caught it, but Jordan Stafford just nailed him.
Bang, bang, play.
Put the wood to him as Trey Link took the little short stop route, but Stafford just put the whammo on him.
Yeah, he got there right about the time the ball did, Tommy. That's good coverage.
4 yards on that play. Makes it a 3rd down and 5. Portland must get it all the way to their 45-yard line. They scrimmage at their own 40. Arendell in the gun, rolls to his left. Wants to throw. He's in trouble. Bryce Arnold's got him. Bryce, the senior, puts the smash on him for the big negative on the sack.
Tommy Mitchell McDonald first got to him. He got a big paw on him, spun him around, and when he did, Bryce Arnold there to just clean up the trash. Gets him down all the way back to the 29-yard line.
Negative 11 on that play is Bryce Arnold, who in this defensive look has moved down the tackle to get him a little quicker look inside. Punting the football will be Robinson. He will stand at his own 15-yard line. Juicy Apple to return for Lebanon. He will stand at his own 35. Kick is away, a short one. It will stop and take a Lebanon bounce. And it is a very short kick. Very short. 19 yards on that punt. Not much to it. Off the foot of Sam Robinson. Lebanon with another golden opportunity to get this score up.
Well, good field position starting with the ball in Portland's side of the ball field here. That's good field position. You can't ask much more for that. Defense doing a good job of digging in and holding.
7-7 is our score. 8:45 to go in the first. Stafford dots the I. The give is to Stafford right up the middle. Big chunky yardage and almost a first down. Lebanon in the I with... Let's see, that's DeMarcus McClain at fullback. They ran the isolation play on that linebacker right up the gut, and they picked up a good 9 yards. 2nd and 1, ball will be spotted at the 39 of Portland. Lebanon, 2 receivers right, tight end left. Lebanon in the I. Maynard gives.
Good gracious.
Right up the gut to Stafford, and there was a great block at the point of attack. Are you more happy with the lead block by McClain or the pull block by the offensive lineman?
Well, choose your poison, because either one of them was that was a pancake either way. The line doing a good job. They're creating some lanes early, Tommy.
First down, Blue Devils. Ball will be spotted at the 36 of the Panthers. 8:03 to go in the first. It is 7-7. Whistle sounds, and the officials will take a timeout as a Portland defender works on his headgear. Up front for Lebanon, Harris, Condra, Davis, Pruitt at the right guard, Mitchell at right tackle. Sloan's a tight end left. We are in a slot right, tight end left, I formation. Stafford dots the I. Give it to Stafford off the right side. He's got a first down and more. He's going to score again.
Good gracious.
Touchdown. Stafford off the right side for 36 yards. Bob, they got everybody blocked.
Well, they're putting a helmet on everybody. There's nobody being unaccounted for. It's a team game. It's a team effort, and they're playing good team ball right now. Everybody is being accounted for.
Lebanon's in this formation for a reason. They saw something on film. Bobby Brown and that offensive staff has adjusted. They found something they liked, and they are going at it. Joe Gardner, you got the call.
Thank you, Tommy. Colton McKay on the attempt. Patrick Dedmon to hold. The snap, the hold. The kick is up. And it's long, and it's high, and it's true. With 7:51 to go in the first. Lebanon 14, Portland 7. We'll be back in 30.
Total so far tonight.
Lebanon's ran 4